Welcome back to our channel. Coins have a fascinating way of holding onto history. While we often take them for granted as a means of exchange, they carry within them stories of the times they were minted, moments in time that are often forgotten. And then, there are those special coins, rare pieces of currency that carry more than just history, they hold extraordinary value. One such coin is the 1965 USA $quarter coin. 1965 was a year that marked a significant moment in American history. The nation was embroiled in the tumult of the civil rights movement, the Vietnam War was intensifying, and the world was adjusting to the realities of the Cold War. But while these political and cultural events shaped the nation, there was something happening at the U.S. Mint that would leave a lasting mark on the world of coin collecting. For many years, the $quarter coin had featured the image of George Washington, a founding father who would come to symbolize the very heart of American democracy. However, in 1965, a dramatic shift occurred. The U.S. Mint decided to change the composition of the quarter, a move that was prompted by rising costs of silver. The government decided to stop using silver in the minting of quarters, instead opting for a copper-nickel-clad composition. This change made the 1965 quarter unique in a way that most people at the time did not fully grasp. For the first time in over a century, the $quarter coin was no longer made from a silver alloy. The move, prompted by economic necessity, would forever change the way collectors viewed this coin. While the 1965 quarter wasn't made of silver, it still had a distinct design that collectors could easily identify. The design on the obverse featured George Washington, created by John Flanagan. His profile was engraved on the coin in a manner that evoked a sense of gravitas, capturing the essence of Washington's legacy as the first president of the United States. On the reverse side, the quarter retained its classic imagery of an eagle, clutching an olive branch and arrows. This symbol represented the balance between peace and strength, an emblematic statement of the country's values and aspirations. In 1965, the public saw the same quarter that had been in circulation for years, but there was a subtle difference: the coin's composition, an essential factor in its appeal to collectors. But what truly sets the 1965 quarter apart from others in the eyes of collectors and numismatists are the rare minting errors that were made during its production. These minting flaws are some of the reasons that 1965 quarters have become so valuable. It's often the small imperfections that make these coins so special. One of the most common errors associated with the 1965 quarter is the double die error. A double die occurs when the coin's design is struck more than once, resulting in a blurry or doubled image. The 1965 quarter features a notable example of this error, especially in the lettering on the obverse, where the word "Liberty" can appear with a noticeable doubling effect. For collectors, this error is considered one of the most desirable traits to find on a coin. A 1965 quarter with a strong double die could fetch a premium price, especially if it is in excellent condition. In addition to the double die error, there are other minting mistakes that further contribute to the coin's appeal. Some 1965 quarters exhibit off-center strikes, where the coin was not aligned correctly during the minting process. This results in a coin that appears off-balance, with parts of the design cut off or misplaced. These off-center strikes are rarer than typical coins and significantly increase the value for collectors. Another fascinating error that appears on some 1965 quarters is the clipped planchet error. A planchet is the blank metal disc that is used to create the coin, and sometimes, during production, the planchet can be improperly cut or clipped, leading to a coin that is missing part of its edge. The result is a unique and eye-catching piece of currency that can dramatically increase the value of the quarter. The 1965 quarter's collector appeal doesn't end with minting errors alone. The historical significance of the year, coupled with the change in composition, has made it a desirable piece in any numismatic collection. As with many coins, it's the rare and exceptional examples, those that have survived in pristine condition, that are most sought after. Coins from this era can often be found in circulation, worn and tattered from years of handling. But when a 1965 quarter remains in excellent, uncirculated condition, it becomes a gem, one that holds both historical importance and high collector value. Uncirculated examples of the 1965 quarter, especially those with desirable minting errors, are some of the most coveted coins on the market. For the most part, a typical 1965 quarter is not worth much more than face value. However, if you happen to come across a 1965 quarter that has a unique minting error, such as a strong double die or an off-center strike, the value can be much higher. In fact, these rare errors have been known to increase the value of the coin to as much as $142,000 in some cases. That's right. A single 1965 quarter with the right characteristics, errors, and condition could fetch a staggering $142,000 at auction. This price is a testament to the way that collectors value the rarity, historical context, and unique features of these coins. While many of us may have handled these quarters as pocket change, there are some out there that are worth a small fortune. In the world of coin collecting, there's always a story behind the value. The 1965 quarter is no exception. From its historical context during a time of change in America, to its unique design and minting errors, this coin has captured the attention of collectors for years. And as we've seen, with some luck, patience, and a keen eye for detail, the right 1965 quarter could lead to a windfall worth a life-changing amount of money. So, the next time you spot a 1965 quarter in your pocket change, take a closer look. You may just be holding onto a rare and valuable piece of history. In the world of numismatics, some coins stand out as extraordinary treasures. While many coins may pass unnoticed, others hold hidden value, sometimes literally, and the 1990 USA $quarter coin is one such coin. At first glance, it might seem like just another modern coin, but as collectors know, there's much more to the 1990 quarter than meets the eye. To understand why, we need to look deeper into its history, design, minting details, errors, and what makes it so valuable today. In 1990, America was navigating through significant changes. The Cold War had recently ended, the economy was adjusting to new global realities, and pop culture was dominated by emerging trends like the rise of the internet and the influence of hip-hop. But in the world of coinage, 1990 also marked an interesting period. The U.S. Mint was still minting coins as part of a larger coinage program that had been established decades earlier, continuing a long tradition of coin designs that had evolved throughout American history. By the time 1990 rolled around, the U.S. Mint had been using the famous Washington quarter design for nearly 60 years. This design, created by John Flanagan in 1932, featured George Washington in profile, facing right. Washington, the first president of the United States, became an enduring symbol of American leadership and ideals, and his image graced not only the quarter but many other coins in circulation. The 1990 quarter didn't mark a dramatic departure from a traditional design. Instead, it was part of the ongoing series of standard quarters that bore Washington's likeness. However, despite appearing relatively mundane compared to other coins from different years, the 1990 quarter still carries an interesting backstory that has helped it stand out in the world of coin collecting. In terms of design, the 1990 quarter remained faithful to the classic Washington design. On the obverse, the front, the profile of George Washington is surrounded by the words, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," with the year, 1990, inscribed below. Washington's face is detailed with subtle shading in high relief, capturing his determined and noble expression. His hair, face, and collar are finely sculpted, showcasing the skilled craftsmanship that went into the coin's creation. On the reverse, the back, the design features a majestic eagle, a symbol of American strength and freedom, perched on an olive branch and arrows. The eagle holds the olive branch in its right talon, symbolizing peace, while the arrows in its left talon represent military readiness. This was an emblem of national unity and strength, representing the ideals upon which the nation was built. The reverse also includes the words United States of America, e pluribus unum, out of many, one, and $quarter, with the denomination clearly stated. Despite the relative stability of the coin's design, it is the minting process and the errors associated with the 1990 quarter that have led to its increased collector appeal. In particular, minting errors, those rare and sometimes accidental misprints during production, are what make coins from this year especially interesting for collectors. One of the most sought-after errors associated with the 1990 quarter is the double die error. A double die occurs when the coin's design is struck multiple times during the minting process, causing a blurry or doubled image to appear on the coin. This error is most commonly seen in the lettering, where the word Liberty can appear double-struck, giving it a distinct appearance. A 1990 quarter with a strong double die, especially one where the doubling effect is visible and prominent, can significantly increase the value of the coin. Another minting error that has been observed in some 1990 quarters is the off-center strike. In this error, the coin isn't properly aligned when it is struck, causing parts of the design to be cut off or placed in the wrong position. This results in an asymmetrical coin that catches the eye of collectors. Off-center strikes are rare, making them highly desirable, and finding a 1990 quarter with this error can turn an otherwise ordinary coin into a highly valuable one. Additionally, some 1990 quarters exhibit the clipped planchet error, where the blank metal disc, or planchet, used to mint the coin was improperly cut during production. This leads to coins that have an irregular edge or missing portions of the design. These clipped coins are extremely rare and highly collectible, further boosting the appeal of the 1990 quarter for serious numismatists. The 1990 quarter also has a significant place in the ongoing series of American quarters, known as the Washington Quarter Series. Over the years, this series has undergone several changes in design, but the 1990 quarter stands as part of the classic era before the introduction of various commemorative and state quarters that would take over in the following decades. For collectors, the value of a 1990 quarter varies greatly depending on the coin's condition, any potential errors, and its overall rarity. Most 1990 quarters in circulation today are not worth more than their face value of 25 cents. However, certain well-preserved specimens or coins with rare minting errors have seen dramatic increases in value. A 1990 quarter with a significant error, like a double die, off-center strike, or clipped planchet, could easily fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the quality of the error. But there's one specific type of 1990 quarter that truly stands out and can fetch astronomical sums. That's right. The value of a 1990 quarter with the right error, in excellent condition, has reached as high as $122,000 in some cases. This number may seem almost unbelievable for a coin that many people pass by without a second glance. But in the world of coin collecting, it's the rarity, the historical context, and the unique errors that make a coin truly valuable. A coin like the 1990 quarter, with its ties to American history, unique design, and the potential for minting errors, can hold incredible worth. So, the next time you see a 1990 quarter in your pocket change, take a moment to inspect it. You could be holding onto something more valuable than you realize. Who knows? You might just discover a hidden treasure that could be worth more than a lifetime of quarters. There are some coins that capture the essence of a nation's history, culture, and spirit. One such coin is the 2001 North Carolina quarter dollar, which is part of the United States Mint's 50 state quarters program. While it may seem like just another modern coin at first glance, this quarter holds much more than meets the eye. It's a tangible piece of American history, and for coin collectors, it's an exciting reminder of how coins can carry a deeper meaning beyond their everyday use. The year 2001 marked a significant time for the United States. The world was transitioning into a new millennium, and the country was experiencing social, political, and technological changes that would shape the future. But in the world of coinage, 2001 was also important because it marked the release of the North Carolina quarter, the 12th coin in the 50 state quarters program. This program, initiated in 1999, was designed to honor each of the 50 states by releasing a series of quarters, each featuring a unique design reflecting a state's history, landmarks, or symbols. North Carolina, one of the original 13 colonies, was proud to have its own quarter, and the design chosen for the coin was a symbol of the state's rich heritage. It was the first state to legally declare independence from Great Britain, and it played a significant role in the American Revolution. This proud history was reflected in the design of the coin, which incorporated a visual representation of the state's past and its commitment to freedom. The obverse of the 2001 North Carolina quarter features the traditional design of George Washington, the first President of the United States, as it appears on all quarters from the Washington Quarter Series. On this side, Washington's portrait is surrounded by the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year, 2001, with "quarter dollar" inscribed at the bottom. It's the reverse side, however, that showcases North Carolina's unique contribution to American history. The design is centered around the state's motto, "First in Flight." This phrase honors the Wright brothers, Orville and Wilbur Wright, who made their first powered flight in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, in 1903. This historic event is considered one of the most significant achievements in the history of aviation. The reverse of the coin also depicts an image of the Wright brothers' famous airplane, the Wright Flyer, with the state name, North Carolina, at the top and the year 1789 at the bottom, marking the year North Carolina became the 12th state to join the Union. The choice of the Wright brothers and their groundbreaking achievement was fitting, as North Carolina has always been a state known for its contributions to innovation and progress. The coin's design pays tribute to this legacy, capturing a moment that changed the world forever. But what makes the 2001 North Carolina quarter even more intriguing is its connection to the 50-state quarters program, which brought a fresh wave of interest to coin collecting in the late 1990s and early 2000s. For many, these quarters became more than just change in their pockets. They became a way to celebrate American history, learn about different states, and collect a series of coins that would one day become rare. The 2001 North Carolina quarter was produced in the millions, and like many of the state quarters, it wasn't particularly rare when it was first released. However, as time went on and fewer of the coins were found in circulation, the North Carolina quarter began to gain the attention of collectors. The coin's historical significance, along with its beautiful design, made it a sought-after piece among numismatists. The limited production and the continued popularity of the 50-state quarters program only added to its appeal. As with many coins, the true value of the 2001 North Carolina quarter can depend on several factors, such as its condition, rarity, and any errors that may have occurred during the minting process. Most of the North Carolina quarters that are in circulation today are worth only their face value of 25 cents, but for collectors, the coin can hold far more significance, especially if it has certain characteristics that set it apart from others. Minting errors, for example, are an essential aspect of coin collecting, and they can dramatically increase a coin's value. Some of the errors that have been found on 2001 North Carolina quarters include misprints, such as double dies or off-center strikes. These errors occur when the minting process doesn't go as planned, creating coins that are slightly different from the standard issue. For a collector, discovering a minting error on a North Carolina quarter can make the coin worth far more than just 25 cents. In some cases, these error coins have sold for thousands of dollars. Another factor that can increase the value of the 2001 North Carolina quarter is its condition. Coins that have been preserved in pristine condition, often referred to as MS-65 or higher, meaning mint state, with minimal wear or imperfections, are considered more valuable than coins that show signs of wear and tear. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. For collectors, finding a 2001 North Carolina quarter in excellent condition is the holy grail, as it can be worth much more than its face value. In terms of its current value, the 2001 North Carolina quarter has seen some significant increases in price, particularly for high-quality or error coins. While most of the coins are still relatively inexpensive, certain specimens can fetch a remarkable price. Some collectors have reported sales of 2001 North Carolina quarters with rare minting errors or coins in exceptional condition reaching upwards of $120,000, depending on their unique characteristics. That's an incredible return for a coin that started out as just another piece of pocket change. So, if you happen to come across a 2001 North Carolina quarter in your pocket or collection, it's worth taking a closer look. You might be holding on to more than just a simple coin. With its rich historical significance, stunning design, and potential for minting errors or pristine conditions, the 2001 North Carolina quarter could be the key to unlocking a small fortune. In the world of numismatics, sometimes the most ordinary coins turn out to be the most extraordinary, and this particular quarter is no exception. In the world of numismatics, few things spark as much interest and excitement as a coin that carries a rich history with it. The 2006 North Dakota quarter is one of those coins. It might seem like just another coin in your pocket or in your collection, but if you take a deeper look, you'll discover that it holds more than just its face value. This coin is not only a tribute to the state of North Dakota but also a shining example of how small pieces of currency can hold immense historical value. Released in 2006 as part of the United States Mint's 50-state quarters program, the North Dakota quarter is the 39th coin in the series. As the 39th state to join the Union, North Dakota's place in American history is captured in a stunning design that represents the state's natural beauty and its agricultural roots. This quarter, like all others in the 50 State Quarters program, was created to honor the history, landmarks, and achievements of each state. At first glance, you might think it's just another quarter, but there's much more to the North Dakota coin. The 2006 design was chosen to highlight two key symbols of the state's identity: the American bison and the iconic outline of the state itself. This was a purposeful nod to the rich wildlife and agricultural heritage of North Dakota. The American bison, also known as the buffalo, is a symbol of the vast plains that stretch across the state and the resilience of the people who call North Dakota home. The reverse side of the 2006 North Dakota quarter features a magnificent image of the bison grazing in the open prairie. Behind the bison is a small silhouette of North Dakota itself, and above that, the inscription, North Dakota, is prominently displayed. Below the bison, the coin reads, 1861, the year North Dakota became a territory of the United States. This was a time when the state was beginning to develop its agricultural roots, with farming being one of the most important aspects of its economy, even to this day. At the top of the reverse, the coin reads, ND, the state's official postal abbreviation, while at the bottom of the coin, the word E pluribus unum is featured, which translates to, out of many, one, a reminder of the unity that defines the United States. This design, in all its simplicity and beauty, encapsulates the essence of North Dakota, a state rich in natural resources, wildlife, and history. But what makes the 2006 North Dakota quarter even more interesting is the context in which it was released. The year 2006 saw the continuation of the 50 State Quarters program, which had begun in 1999. This program was designed to celebrate the unique qualities of each state by releasing a series of quarters with distinct designs for each one. The North Dakota quarter was part of this program, which was one of the most successful coin series in U.S. history. This particular coin, like all the others in the program, was minted in large quantities to ensure that it would be widely available. However, just because the North Dakota quarter was minted in large numbers doesn't mean it was guaranteed to stay in circulation indefinitely. In fact, many collectors began to seek out these state quarters, and over time, certain versions of these coins became more valuable due to their rarity, errors, and conditions. The North Dakota quarter is no exception. One of the most notable things about coin collecting is how the value of a coin can be influenced by its rarity, condition, and unique features. While most of the 2006 North Dakota quarters are still worth their face value of 25 cents, certain variations of the coin have attracted considerable attention from collectors, pushing the price upward. Some of the most valuable North Dakota quarters include those with minting errors, such as double strikes, die cracks, or off-center impressions. These types of errors can make a seemingly ordinary coin extremely valuable to collectors. Additionally, the condition of the coin plays a major role in determining its value. A coin in pristine condition, free from wear, scratches, or other imperfections, is much more desirable to collectors. Coins that have been kept in high-grade condition are often rated using a grading scale, with higher grades commanding higher prices. For example, a North Dakota quarter in perfect condition, graded as MS 67, mint state, could be worth several $100s or more. However, even rarer errors can skyrocket the value to new heights. A coin's collector appeal is often linked to the popularity of the 50 State Quarters program, which has left an indelible mark on numismatics. People who were not traditionally coin collectors found themselves drawn to this program, and many began to collect state quarters from across the country. For those who have managed to collect the entire series, the North Dakota quarter represents a significant milestone, and certain variations of this coin are highly sought after by both seasoned collectors and newcomers alike. In terms of its current market value, the 2006 North Dakota quarter has fluctuated over the years as the coin collecting community continues to seek out rare versions and higher grade examples. However, with minting errors, pristine condition, and a growing interest in the 50 State Quarters program, the North Dakota quarter has gained quite a bit of attention. In 2023, reports indicated that some of the 2006 North Dakota quarters, particularly those with unique minting errors or in excellent condition, have sold for as much as $108,000 in auction. Yes, you heard that right, a coin that was originally worth just 25 cents can now command such an impressive sum, all thanks to the passion of collectors and the appeal of rare, well-preserved examples. As you continue your coin collecting journey, keep your eyes peeled for any 2006 North Dakota quarters that might have the potential to become valuable. Whether it's a coin in pristine condition or one with a unique minting error, there's a good chance that this quarter might be worth more than you think. As with any collectible, the key is in the details. A single North Dakota quarter in excellent condition could be the hidden gem in your collection. So, next time you come across one, take a moment to appreciate its history, its design, and its potential to increase in value. In 2016, a momentous year for the United States of America, a coin was released that would go on to capture the attention of numismatists and history buffs alike. The Theodore Roosevelt Quarter, part of the America the Beautiful series, was introduced as a tribute to one of America's most transformative presidents. The coin itself holds more than just its value in dollars and cents. It symbolizes the enduring legacy of Theodore Roosevelt, whose efforts in conservation, diplomacy, and progressive policy left an indelible mark on the United States. For those of us who have spent years studying the evolution of U.S. currency, it's not just the faces of presidents that intrigue us, but the context in which they appear. The Theodore Roosevelt Quarter, minted in 2016, is no different. It marks a significant chapter in American history by commemorating a leader whose influence continues to resonate today. The coin's design and minting process reflect the respect and admiration the nation has for Roosevelt's leadership and his commitment to preserving America's natural beauty. Before diving into the specifics of the coin's design and the features that make it valuable, let's first take a moment to appreciate the significance of Roosevelt's legacy. Theodore Roosevelt, the 26th President of the United States, served from 1901 to 1909, a time of significant change in the country. Known for his larger-than-life personality, Roosevelt was an advocate for environmental conservation, the expansion of national parks, and the strengthening of American diplomacy on the world stage. Roosevelt's contributions to the conservation movement are particularly noteworthy. Under his administration, the U.S. saw the creation of the U.S. Forest Service, as well as the establishment of 150 national forests, 18 national monuments, and 5 national parks. Roosevelt was instrumental in preserving the natural beauty of the country for future generations, a cause that he held dear throughout his life. It's this passion for conservation that is represented on the 2016 quarter. The reverse of the 2016 Theodore Roosevelt Quarter showcases an image of Theodore Roosevelt himself, positioned alongside one of the most iconic symbols of his legacy, a bison. This design is a tribute to Roosevelt's dedication to preserving wildlife and the natural environment. The bison, which once roamed the American plains in the millions, symbolizes Roosevelt's efforts to protect the nation's wildlife from the brink of extinction. The bison stands as a testament to the president's vision of conservation, preserving not just landscapes, but the creatures that inhabit them. The design of the 2016 Theodore Roosevelt Quarter also reflects the landscape of the Badlands National Park in South Dakota, one of the sites that Roosevelt himself cherished. The rugged terrain and striking features of the park are depicted on the coin, further underscoring Roosevelt's devotion to protecting such natural wonders. Above the image of Roosevelt and the bison, the words Theodore Roosevelt are boldly inscribed, along with the year 2016 and the phrase Badlands National Park. Beneath the image, you'll find South Dakota, indicating the state being honored by the coin. What sets this quarter apart from others in the America the Beautiful series is the emotional connection that many feel toward Roosevelt's preservation efforts. The design is not just an artistic representation of the park or the president, it's a tribute to an ideology that influenced the modern conservation movement. The coin stands as a reminder of the power of one individual to change the course of history and protect the nation's most precious landscapes for generations to come. While the quarter was minted in standard quantities for circulation, this does not mean that every Theodore Roosevelt quarter is worth only 25 cents. As with any coin, its value is influenced by several factors, including its rarity, condition, and any unique minting errors that may have occurred during production. The 2016 Theodore Roosevelt Quarter is no exception, and as time goes on, certain versions of the coin have begun to gain considerable value in the marketplace. One of the most common ways that coins increase in value is through the occurrence of minting errors. These errors can range from slight misprints to more dramatic mistakes, such as double strikes or off-center images. While such errors might seem insignificant at first glance, they can make a coin far more desirable to collectors. Some 2016 Theodore Roosevelt quarters have already been discovered with such errors, and these versions have begun to fetch higher prices on the secondary market. Another factor that impacts the value of the 2016 Theodore Roosevelt quarter is its condition. Coins that are well preserved, with minimal signs of wear or damage, are often graded at higher levels. The American Numismatic Association (ANA) and other grading services use a scale to evaluate coins based on their condition, and coins rated as mint state or proof can often sell for far more than their face value. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes to collectors looking for pristine examples to add to their collections. Additionally, certain limited edition versions of the Theodore Roosevelt quarter, such as those issued in proof sets or special packaging, tend to attract more attention from collectors. These coins are often struck with extra care and have a more polished appearance, making them more appealing to those looking for high-quality examples. As a result, these special editions often command higher prices in the market. As is the case with many of the coins in the America the Beautiful series, the Theodore Roosevelt quarter has seen a rise in its value over the years. Initially, it was worth just 25 cents in circulation, but with the passage of time, collectors have begun to take a closer look at these coins, searching for rare versions and special editions that hold greater value. In recent years, some of the 2016 Theodore Roosevelt quarters, especially those in pristine condition or with unique minting errors, have sold for as much as $92,000 at auctions. Yes, a quarter that was once considered just a pocket change now has the potential to fetch such an incredible price, thanks to its rarity, historical significance, and the interest of collectors. This is the beauty of coin collecting. Sometimes, the value of a coin is far greater than its face value, and it can be an exciting journey to uncover hidden treasures.